Video we are going to discuss about the human heart, which is derived from mesodermal layer. It is hollow and muscular organ which is reddish brown in color and somewhat conical in form like this, and it is a size as that of closed fist or clenched fist, and is situated in the thoracic cavity in between two lungs and above the diaphragm, as it is diaphragm, two lungs, and it's slightly tilted towards left. This is our heart. And in human organ, left side is considered as right. It is protected by double walled membrane pericardial. In between the two layer of pericardial fluid is present is known as pericardial fluid, which prevent the friction between the walls of heart and the surrounding tissue. Basically, the pericardial fluid prevents the heart from moving and provides the friction. Human heart has four chambers, two auricles and two ventricles. Upper are known as auricles and lower ones are known as ventricles. Auricles, there are two relatively smaller upper chambers are known as auricle and atrium. A thin muscular vault called as interatrial septum which separate the left and right atria and auricle. As there is left and right auricle, the septa present in between it is known as interauricular septum. And ventricles, the two lower chambers of human heart, are called as ventricles. A thick muscular walled interventricular septum which separates left and right ventricle, and the basically thicker one, ventricles, which is present on the lower side. The septum which separates the left and right ventricles is known as interventricular septum. Atrioventricular septum. The atria and ventricle of the same side are also separated by the thick fiber which is known as atrioventricular septum. These are atria, these are ventricular, and these both are separated by atrioventricular septum. Valves. In human heart, three valves are present: semilunar, tricuspid and bicuspid. The atrioventricular septum have an opening between the right atrium which is guarded by a valve which is known as tricuspid valve, which is made up of three muscular caps and flaps. Similarly, the opening of right ventricle is guarded by semilunar valve, whereas a bicuspid or mitral valve guards the opening of left atrium. I'll show you these three in the diagram of human heart. What is the function of valves? The valves in human heart prevents the backflow of blood and the flow of blood in a unidirectional manner. So the question arises, why the ventricular walls of heart are thicker as compared to auricle valves? Because ventricle valves have to send blood to the distant body parts, far away body parts, whereas auricle has to send nearby lungs. Right ventricle has to send blood to nearby lungs. I will tell you the easy way to remember human heart. As we know, upper two are atrium, left is considered as right, so this is right atria, and this is left atria, and lowers are ventricles which are thick and broad, so this is right ventricle, and this will be left ventricle. So as we know, there are other body parts except lungs, है ना? So superior vena cava comes and takes blood from it, from other body parts, and send it to the right atrium. Here the right atrium, after it a tricuspid valve is present. This is tricuspid valve. So this pours blood into right ventricle. Right ventricle send bloods to nearby lungs. So this is deoxygenated blood, and deoxygenated blood means CO2 rich. Okay. Let me show you the direction. And blood is passed to lungs. Here also a valve is present, which is semilunar valve. As we know, in lungs alveoli is present, which is the site for exchange of gases. So this changes CO2 rich blood into O2 rich blood. Now from lungs, oxygenated blood is passed to left atrium. And who performs this is pulmonary vein. So from left atria, valve is present, which is bicuspid valve. Now blood is sent to left ventricle, and through left ventricle from aorta, blood is sent to other body parts. Aorta is one of the thickest. Valves are like this. These are valves. As the blood pours, so it maintains the unidirectional motion and also prevents the backflow of blood. So this is the simplified way to learn about the human circulatory system. Let us draw the actual diagram of human circulatory system. Draw two ventricles. We have drawn the outer structure of human heart. This is right atrium. Here it is tricuspid valve after the right atrium. This is right ventricle. And this is left atrium. And this is left ventricle. This is apex. And here we have to draw this is bundle of his and also has Purkinje fibers. This is interventricular septum which separates the two ventricles. Now blood from other body parts superior vena cava takes and passes to right atrium, and right atrium passes blood to right ventricle, and through semilunar valve it passes to lungs through pulmonary artery, and from pulmonary vein into left atrium blood enters and passes to left ventricle, and through aorta it passes to other body parts. It's aorta, superior vena cava, pulmonary artery, and here is pulmonary vein. And here in right atrium, two nodes are present, SA node and AV node. This one is SA node and this one is AV node. This is about the diagrammatic of human heart. In next video we will continue about double circulation and many more and the problem related to human heart. Okay, bye.